Let's do this. The first official cold start of the Jeep Trackhawk. She's dirty. I know she's dirty. She's not all sexified, a little dusty and dirty. Sorry about that. Train going by. But anyway, the exhaust is a perfect medium. It's not too loud. It's not too low. It's not as loud as I would like it to be. I would like it to be just a tad bit louder. But is it worth buying a freaking $1,600 catback system? I don't think so. The only good exhaust system out for it now that I've seen is the boiler, and the boiler just sounds too raspy for my taste. The stock exhaust is a deep rumble. I prefer the deep rumble to that raspiness. Anyway, what was I talking about? Anyway, this video is about why did I trade in my Durango for this beast right here. Pop the trunk real quick. What is this? There's something over here. She's a bit dirty. A bit dirty. Supercharged. Don't mind me. I'm sorry. I'm not talking. I'm just looking at stuff. I plan on getting a leg maker intake. I already ordered it. I know there's a headway on it, a lead on it, so it's gonna take a couple of weeks to get here. But I ordered it. This chamber here, I forgot they call it the Heimholz chamber or whatever. This makes the supercharger whine. It subdues the supercharger whine, which I do not like. Some people say the leg maker is too much supercharger whine. I don't think you can get enough too much supercharger whine, but I'll be getting the leg maker intake. What is it? Sorry guys, I'm just inspecting this thing. Inspecting. See that? SRT Hellcat engine. That's what it's all about. That's what I got it for. Why did I get rid of the Durango? I just kept having this feeling, man, like I got the bug. I purchased the Jeep SRT a couple years ago. It was a great vehicle. This was before the Trackhawk was announced. Purchased a Scat Pack. Thought about a Hellcat, but rear-wheel drive 707 is too much in New York City winters. Went back to Durango SRT, but every single purchase I did, each time, what I really wanted was the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. That's what I really wanted each time, every purchase. I just kept telling myself, oh, you can't afford it. It's too much money. Get this Durango SRT, get this Scat Pack, get this regular Jeep SRT. Even though all those payments were high, everybody knows that the Trackhawk payment is astronomical. But every time I went and purchased it, after I get home, I'm still looking at YouTube videos. I'm still browsing online. I'm still doing research. Looking at Trackhawks, looking at prices, looking at YouTube videos on Trackhawks. Just constantly looking at Trackhawks, non-stop. This engine seems, I believe it is smaller than the 392. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I found myself constantly looking for Trackhawks, researching Trackhawks, looking at videos about Trackhawks, telling myself, yeah, I'm gonna have a Trackhawk one day, I'm gonna get one day. And then I realized, I came to the conclusion that, you know, I went to the dealership to get serviced on the Durango. It's kind of hot, it's 88 degrees. I went to the dealership to get service on the Durango, and I was browsing, looking around, and I got thinking, saw that they had a Trackhawk. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. I'm looking at stuff, and I got a mark right here. I gotta wipe that off. I gotta get this car detailed. So they have one for $83,000 listed online. So I was like, let me take a look at it. They selling it for 83. Why are they selling it for 83? Well, it was a dealer demo. I should have known, because they had 3 Trackhawks on their website. 2 of them, the internet price was MSRP, and that one Trackhawk had the big price difference, selling it for 83 on a $98,000 MSRP. So I go take a look at it. My dumb ass winds up telling them, hey, write up a deal. Let me see what the numbers will look like. They wrote up a deal, appraised my Durango, $52,000 on the trade-in for the Durango SRT, which I took a hit on, of course. $52,000, which is surprisingly, and that's a good freaking price, which makes no damn sense, because most dealerships only want to give you 48 to 50 for your Durango SRT. But according to NATA Guide, you should get 52. Kelly Blue Book tops out at 50, but NATA Guides gives you 52. So they gave me 52 for the Durango, and they dropped the 3,212 on the Trackhawk and made it 80 grand even. 80 grand on a $98,500 window sticker. That's 18,000 and some change off of a Trackhawk. Now, if I kept saying, "Oh, I'm gonna wait, let me wait," every year, you know, okay, let me wait till next year. Then I'll have to wait for the 2019s to get old, because all of these 10K or whatever, 20K off Trackhawks are gonna start drying up. You're gonna start buying them. Way too long, they're all gone. Then I gotta wait for the 19s to sit. Then I gotta wait till 2020, mid 2020, like now, for 2019 that's been sitting, and it's still gonna be 80K. Or let me say, oh, let me wait for the 2020s to come out. 2020s come out, you're gonna pay MSRP. You want to get it brand new. You gotta wait a year for them to be sitting on lots, and then you'll be able to get one for 80K if you get a good price. I saw this and I was like, man, let me just do it now. Was it the smartest financial decision? Hell motherfucking no. It was not the smartest decision I've made. Far from it. Far from it. But then again, when you're paying $1,000 something a month for an SRT product, for a Durango, for a couple $100 more a month, I mean, $300 more a month, let me be real, for $300 more a month, you could have a 707 horsepower Trackhawk. Are you willing to sacrifice $300, $400 more a month to have the car that you want when you're already paying $1,000? That's a lot of money already. You're investing. Are you willing to take the leap of faith and make sure you make ends meet? You know what I'm saying? I'm not balling at all. I'm not balling whatsoever. I'm a working union man. I work for the MTA. Married, MTA, blue collar worker, union dude. I mean, on a good year with OT, I'm in the mid 100,000s, you know, with some good OT salary wise. I'm not balling at all. I make ends meet, but you have to put yourself in certain situations to see if you're able to handle it. First car I got, $700 payment. Then I get the Jeep SRT, $1,000 payment. Then I go back to a Scat Pack, payment goes back down. Then I get the Durango SRT, back to $1,000-something payment. I put myself in those situations and I had to make ends meet. I had to make sure my bills was paid. You never know until you put yourself in that situation. You can make all the money in the world. No matter how much money you're gonna make, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt paying $1,500, $1,600 a month for a car. That shit's gonna hurt. But until you put yourself in that situation to make sure you have no choice but to make that payment, you're gonna work and you're gonna do what you have to do, and you're gonna hustle, work the hours, do the extra time, or do whatever it is you have to do to enjoy what it is that you want. So I took the leap of faith. Does my wife agree with that? Hell motherfucking no. My wife rather me save my money. Instead of spending this money on the car, she'd rather have a Honda Civic or a Honda Accord, which is a smart idea. We live in New York City. I could take the train everywhere. I could ride the train for free. As an employee, I drive the train for free. She can't, but I can. I don't even need a car. She believes that, you know, we could have a Prius or Honda Accord, something just to get around. We could take the train everywhere. But is that fun? Is that going to make me happy? Every time I got a new car, I got the Scat Pack, I got the Durango, I'm looking on YouTube, I'm looking at all these videos, and I'm like, damn, I really wish I had a freaking Trackhawk. If I had I wasn't satisfied. Just wasn't satisfied. And she's upset that I got this car. Of course she's going to be. Anybody's wife would be. Unless you got it like that, where she doesn't care. She's like, do what you want, babe. Blow your money, because you got it like that. But, you know, we don't have it like that. I'm going to have to make ends meet with this car. Just keeping it real. You know what I mean? I'm able to pay my rent, pay my bills, pay the car. My bills are paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be able to do certain things like I used to. I'm not gonna be able to splurge money on certain things, you know, sneakers, clothes, and other shit like that. I'm gonna have to sacrifice. She doesn't want to sacrifice. She'd rather be comfortable. She'd rather this car payment just go into a savings account, which is a smart idea, and just stack it up. Then we stack it up, and then I get into my 60s or late 50s, and I'm balling out of control, and then finally I get the car that I want. But I'm 50, 60. I don't want to drive around, have fun, go to car meets. I want to fucking sit down in the house and watch TV and fucking enjoy retirement. You know? But I'm still gonna do these things when I get that age. But right now, I want to be able to enjoy myself now. I'm rambling. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but you gotta take the leap of faith in some things, man. And you gotta put yourself in a situation. You want something, you know you could spare it. You know it's gonna make you uncomfortable. You put yourself in that situation. You'll work and you'll do what you gotta do to make sure it gets paid, and to make sure that you know. This is one thing. I make the payments for the Durango SRT. I make the payments for the Jeep SRT. I make the payments for the Scat Pack. And every time I make the payment, it hurts more because it's not what you really want. I'll make the payment for this. It's not going to hurt because there's nothing else I'm looking at. There's nothing I'm looking at on YouTube. There's nothing I'm researching about. There's nothing I'm sitting up late nights on my phone, looking at my cell phone, in forums, on Facebook, doing research, blogs about a vehicle. I'm not looking at an SVR Range Rover. I'm not looking at a BMW. I'm not looking at a Lamborghini. I'm not looking at nothing. Trackhawk is my dream car. It is the car of my dreams, period. I don't want anything besides a Trackhawk. And now that I have it, I'm going to make that payment, and I'm not going to be like, damn, I wish I could have this. There's nothing else I want. If I had the money to get a Lamborghini Urus, I would still get a Trackhawk. If I had the money to get a $150,000 Range Rover SVR, I would still get a Trackhawk. It's 707 pure American muscle in a sexy all-wheel drive Jeep Grand Cherokee. I mean, what more can you ask for? Anyway, enough of me rambling. Take y'all on a quick little joyride. And let me put it in sport mode. Put it in sport mode for y'all. Well, I have the Durango, so I'm so used to freaking hitting because the Durango doesn't have this knob. The SRT Durango doesn't have the knob. So I'm so used to going to drive modes on the screen to change it to sport or track. Now I got to get back used to the knob, which is another feature that's great in the Grand Cherokee is just turn your knob. You know, it has snow, tow, track. Press drive modes here, and it'll come up. The Trackhawk is always in 707. When you go here on a Hellcat Charger, it'll say 707. It'll let you know if you're using 500 or 707. There is no black key on the Trackhawk. There is no black key. Only red key. There is no black key. You always have 707. Anyway, let's get up out of here. Let y'all hear this supercharger whine. Everybody waiting for me to move so you get this parking spot. Bust this fluid. Hear that whine? That whine is crazy. But yeah, don't be like me. I make brash decisions. I'm very impulsive. I make crazy purchases. You know, some people, they spend their money on small things that add up. You know, I don't spend my money on small things that add up. I just make one big purchase. While other people are buying clothes and jewelry and electronics and bottles in the club and just blowing their cash, I blow my cash on things like car payments. Like, this is just what I like. But don't be like me. You'll have a very upset wife. I love her to death. She hates me right now. I'm sorry. If I could take it back, I would, just, you know, to make things right with her, but I can't. I signed a contract, and it is what it is. I understand where she's coming from and how she feels. It's not that it's not that I don't understand. I understand completely. And a lot of people say the same thing, like, man, you're crazy. Trackhawk is crazy. But, hey, man, you gotta pay to play, brother. You gotta pay to play. I was hoping there would be no traffic up here, but they got a little construction going on. So I went to that dealership. Oh, anybody that's looking to buy my Durango SRT, Island Jeep Chrysler Dodge on Staten Island. That's where I traded my Durango SRT in. Only 2,000 something miles on it. It has Mopar lowering springs installed, Mopar performance exhaust installed. Only did launch control on it once. Drove it like a bitch. Did not drive it hard at all because I'm used to it. I had a Jeep ST before. I had the Scat Pack. I did all the launches. I knew what it could do. It was just a commuter, and I didn't do much. So it's 2,000 easy miles, not 2,000 hard miles. And if anybody wants it, it's already for sale at Island Jeep Chrysler Dodge in Staten Island. Hit them up if you want a black Durango SRT, red leather stripes, low mileage. I took that depreciation hit for you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Grab it up, you know. Do a quick pull. Woof. Yo. Driving the Durango SRT, the Jeep SRT, the Scat Pack, SRT Charger, there's no comparison. There is no comparison. You could say any excuse you want. Say any excuse you want. You get behind the wheel of a Hellcat powered Charger, Challenger, or this Trackhawk, the all-wheel drive is not burning out. You're not burning rubber. You're not spinning out. You're moving. As soon as you hit that gas, all four wheels are planted. Yo, the G-forces pushing you in your seat in this thing is amazing. It's crazy, man. This car is freaking crazy. And it's worth every goddamn penny. I don't care what anybody says. The interior is nice. This leather is nice and supple and soft. Carbon fiber is nice. The leather dash is nice. I could have that. I could have a Mazda CX-6. You know, live in reality, live in the real world. But I want to enjoy life, man. My mother passed away at the tender age of 51. Wow, bumps on here is crazy. She was 51 or 52 years old. Passed away of cancer. Some people say, oh, you can't live like that. I always plan for the future. I plan for the future as well. I do both. I do a little bit of both. I have my son on the way. You know, by the time the payments on this Trackhawk is complete, my son will be starting elementary school. I'll be able to have a lot of free money for his school tuition, for his, whether he goes to private school. Paid off by then. By the time he turns 6, car will be paid off. $1,000 plus a month freed up, able to pay for his school tuition, private school, whatever school his mother desires, we put him in. Money will be free. Trackhawk will be paid for, free and clear. I'm keeping this. This isn't going anywhere. I believe in the next few years, a 707 horsepower V8 naturally aspirated engine, you're not gonna find it. I believe the rumors are true that Jeep and Dodge are gonna move to twin turbo V6s. Oof. This thing is insane. I'm just around here playing around. There is no comparison. Anybody that tries to justify, say, hey, you know, and now I'm not down talking. I've had SRT products. If you own the SRT, it's a great car. That shit's powerful as fuck. But people don't try to downplay this freaking Hellcat engine. This thing is insane. I'm scared to put the pedal all the way down to the freaking floor because it just it takes off. So much power, it's hard to keep the wheel. You gotta hold the wheel man hard because the shit's trying to torque steer like crazy. It'll get away from you even though it's all-wheel drive. But anyway, that's about it. I just wanted to tell you guys why I let go of the Durango, because I just kept having that feeling. You know, I just kept looking, researching, looking, obsessing over the damn Trackhawk. I finally got it, was able to get it. I believe I can afford it. I believe I could do it. You know what I mean? Most people want to afford a Trackhawk and still be balling to have thousands and thousands and thousands available in the bank. I mean, look at this red SRT. I had that. Yeah, he was looking at my shit. Yep, I had that same red line SRT, black roof, same exact one. That red still looks good. What I have done different, my dumb ass, what I would have done different was I would have kept my red Grand Cherokee SRT to this day, and I would have traded it in now. If I would have waited and kept my Grand Cherokee SRT and traded it in now, I would be about even on the payments, and I would have been good. You know, I wouldn't have went through a Charger and then a Durango. I would have just kept the Grand Cherokee if I knew what I knew now. But you know, you live and you learn. What's the shoe? Yeah, like I said, man, that's the only thing I would have done different. Is I would have just kept my Grand Cherokee SRT, and I would have still gotten the Trackhawk, but just now. But you know, everything happens for a reason, man. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happened the way it happened because that's the way it was supposed to happen. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And like I said, by the time this is paid off, my son will be starting school, and a lot of money will be freed up for his school tuition. And I won't have a car payment any longer, and I will be keeping this thing to the wheels forth. I got the Mopar vehicle protection, 100,000 mile warranty, max care. And this baby is here to stay. All right, so you guys, man, don't be scared to take that leap of faith, man. Don't be scared to take that leap of faith. That's all I'm saying. If you're thinking about making that purchase, if you think you could do it, you can do it. That's all I gotta say.